Good morning, viewers. Welcome on the program. It is City Stand once again. Michael Adequate is the weekend edition of the program. And we say thank you for joining us this morning. 21st of June 2025, Saturday edition of the program, weekend edition of the program. Beautiful morning in the city of Lagos. Somehow cloudy, but we shall be doing the needful this morning. We have the Punch newspaper, the Saturday Punch newspaper, as well as the Saturday Vanguard newspaper with us this morning. We shall be dishing out the information for her on their front pages. All right, to Israel, Iran war. Israel, Iran war. Nigerians are stranded and crying out loud for help, telling the federal government to come to their aid. Yeah. And a few days ago, the federal government made a plan to evacuate Nigerians from these countries. All right, the front page of the Saturday Punch newspaper, Israel war, Israel Iran war. Stranded Nigerians cry for help from underground shelters. Stranded Nigerians cry for help from underground shelters. That is what we have on the front page of the Saturday Punch newspaper. We can't sleep at night because of flying missiles. We can't sleep at night because of flying missiles. Federal government awaits border clearance to evacuate over 1,000 citizens. The federal government of Nigeria awaits border clearance to evacuate over 1,000 citizens. That's Nigerian citizens. All right, to another one on scandal: convicted inmate court processing passports, visa in Lagos. Now down the parts, down the parts, down to the other stories, the entertainment story on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Nigerians no longer value meaningful songs, says African China. Yeah, Nigerians no longer value meaningful songs, says African China. That's a veteran in the Nigerian music industry, the one that sang "Food no dey, brother, water no dey," and our country no good. Every day 41 day for own. So that's African China on the front page of the Saturday Punch newspaper. Dangote jacks up its depot petrol price to 880 naira. And we move down to the Vanguard newspaper. The Saturday Vanguard was the Saturday Vanguard saying this morning, Yellowater massacre. What Benue people expected from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? What Benue people expected from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Saturday Vanguard visits their IDP camps, the living graveyards, captures their horror stories. Just in one house, 45 people were burned to death. In another 28 were killed beyond recognition. In just one house, 45 people were burned to death. Now, please tell Abuja we want to go home. A little girl sends message to the federal government. Tell Abuja, tell Mr. President that they want to go home. That's what a little girl is saying to the federal government. Woman gives birth to twins in pit latrine. That's how was the situation is there. Woman gives birth to twins in pit latrine. I have lost so many people that I can't remember what to call myself. They headed families into their homes, set fire on them. This uh, what people are saying about what went down in Yile Tower, where over 250 persons were murdered. Away from that, onto the next one, uh, the anti or anti Tinubu coalition uh, party is out. A fresh party is out, and Nigerians are reacting to it this morning. Yeah, a fresh party is out to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The plan has been sealed, and Nigerians are expecting what will come out of this new party. All Democratic Alliance, All Democratic Alliance. That's a new party to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. Wow. All right, we shall be looking at this story this morning, the story surrounding the ADA. Some people call it the ADA, Adama, Ada, All Democratic Alliance. All right, we shall also continue from where we stopped yesterday. The likes of Adebayo, Mr. Femi, Oyeze, Mr. Lucky really dug it out yesterday at the stand. And I told you yesterday, due to the high political activities that was going on yesterday, we wouldn't be able to, uh, you know, prolong the program, to make it very, very short. And we eventually did that. As of yesterday, the policemen were already looking at us and they were already coming closer. We just had to end the program. Of course, you know what happens when you are in their territory. Yeah, the All Ruling Progressives Congress. All right, I have Oyeze here with me this morning. I also have Mr. Femi Adebayo is also here, as well as Mr. Vincent, the amphitheater himself. He's smiling behind. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Good morning to you. All right. Wow, good to see you again on the Saturday morning.
Good to be here. It's a good day. It's a weekend day, Saturday. Good morning, viewers.
All right, thank you so much.
Good morning, viewers. Thank God today is Saturday again. Thank you for staying tuned to this channel.
All right, thank you for staying to City Stands. Of course, We have Adebayo here as well as Onyeze. It's a little bit cloudy, and I hope the rain gives us the chance to do the needful this morning. Right, let's quickly see what is happening in the comment section. I have Mrs. Noma or Sadia in the comment section. I say good morning to you. She's watching us from Germany. How is Mr. Ben? Hope he's good. All right, and we have the first person to comment this morning, Emmanuel Obuji, watching us as well. I say thank you so much for joining us this morning. We also have Emeka Ekezie. That's one of our esteemed viewers there. Emeka Ekezie. We appreciate your presence this morning. Not forgetting Henry Okoro. Okoro Henry is also here with us. That's to tell you and to show us that we are not left alone at the stand this morning. You're welcome, guys. Thank you so much. We really need to appreciate K. Odulaja, who provided breakfast to us yesterday. Yeah,
K. Odulaja.
Thank you so much, Mr. K. Odulaja. God bless you. More help to you. God promote you. You will never be limits among all rated ones in Jesus' name.
All right, thank you. And I'm also saying special thanks to Mrs. Tina. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate you. I really personally appreciate you. Honestly, she's been a very good.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Tina.
So supportive on the platform. Okay, let's quickly see what is in the news this morning. ADA, All Democratic Alliance. And this is the much anticipated party, the party we've been waiting for, led by Atiku, Amici, El-Rufai. It's on ground now. Where do we go from here? It seems the plan has been sealed. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be running away, should be getting ready to pack his load from Asoro, right?
I don't think we have gotten to that level where we will determine the efficiency and the strength of the political party you are talking about now. It has not been registered. We need to see undergo that process, and we also need to know.
Passed it to INEC.
That's what I'm saying. We need to see all those processes concluded, and then we need to see major players and stakeholders in that party, before we know. I think they started with Nigerian National Democratic Alliance, as they call themselves, and which for me it makes a lot of meaning. If they have gone by that alliance, and about given that is it's been suspected that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has infiltrated all the opposition political parties, so they need to just I think there's a man that was suggesting that there's no need of continuing with any of these opposition parties. They should look for a way to float another party, definitely. But this one now, they call it Ada. Ada for me, it's an Igbo word meaning woman, first daughter. So they Adamma. So I don't understand, But well, anyway, they say it's Alliance Democratic, whatever. All Democratic Alliance.
All Democratic Alliance.
Yeah, it's party, but they didn't put party there. So I don't know whether it does alliance, but there's no party attached.
Coming together.
Yes, but there's no party attached to the name. You understand? Like all Democratic Alliance Party. We didn't see that anyway. Well, we need to see who that's going to be involved. Then, what is their plan at the end of the day? Because anything that's going to put Atiku as the candidate of any party, my brother, everybody will jettison it. I can tell you.
Everybody will jettison it. Some people will jettison it.
What I'm telling you, we will collapse the structure to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he will continue. As simple as that. We cannot afford another northerner. Bros, I can tell you, if I'm in a position, yes, on one reason that the northerners will not continue to show this domineering influence politically and otherwise. It's not accepted. There should be level of fair play and justice. People have voted for them in the past. They've all enjoyed more than any other. They should allow the South to be. You know, so if Erufai has made that statement before that they are going to look for a replacement from the south, you know, let us believe from that angle. But anything that will bring a northern candidate as president, bros, it is a walkover for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As simple as that. Because the south, the entire south, I repeat, the entire south will not vote for any northerner. I can tell you that.
Come to think of it, these are recycled politicians, and Nigerians are raising concerns about this kind of ideology and their vision for the party. Do you think this is a genuine thought force?
And for me, that's what I'm saying. With this, Nigerians still need to wait for some time and see, you know, how they are going to factor themselves into a proper, you know, alternative for APC at the end of the day. You know, so if they don't factor themselves very well, they will begin to know. We cannot be singing their praises now because, Oga, these politicians can never be trusted. As I'm talking to you now, close to 300 trillion NLPC money is missing now, and it's in their hands. 200, almost 300 trillion unaccounted for, missing. So, and these are the people who have been recycling themselves often on their leaders and all that. Imagine that kind of money missing from our coffers, and everybody is silent. The presidency cannot do anything. So let us see. They are the ones that have the money to throw around and do whatever we want to do. But we must put them on the scale at the end of the day.
All right, Adebayo, would you say the plan has been sealed?
Well, for me, I'm not going to say the plan has been sealed. First and foremost, looking at what's the agenda and their Brexit game plan, you know, let's not talk about the relationship aspect between the Northerners and the Easterners. Can it work to provide them their aim and their agenda? I stand on that very point. The relationship between the Northerners and the Easterners, can it work? It cannot work. Because I want to buttress the point of Oyeze. I want to say it's goodbye for the Northerners. Goodbye to them.
As well.
In producing whosoever to represent Nigeria again as the president, we are not expecting whosoever from the North to come again and take the mandate of Nigeria. Look at the situation of things right now in Nigeria. Is a fingerprint of the Northerners. They have harbored evil for the South, for the Southeast, for the Southwest. You know, and we need to do away with all this. So we are not expecting anybody from the Northerners to come again and take over. And for the new elected party, the Ada whatever, ADA, they say they are playing. They are playing on Shireni. No, they are playing. You know, they cannot give the present structure of Ashiwaju a fight.
They are playing. Remember what happened to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in 2015? They are playing. He was ousted.
Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is
through a coalition.
Through a coalition. He's not a game player. He's not a game changer. He's not a core politician. You know, he's not tactical on his game ground. So you cannot compare the issue of Ebele Jonathan to the Ashwaj Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You know. So in that aspect, you know, I stand firm and I believe they have nothing to offer.
But is the party an alternative to what we want?
Well, let me tell you, Mike, let me be very specific. What I want is a merger, a coalition. Well, I'm not interested in the party. A coalition, you know, that will ask this man to go and excuse Nigerians for now. I don't want to know the party. That is my own opinion.
You don't want to know the party, but what about the personality?
That's what I'm saying. See, this Ada now, our first daughter now, can collapse their structure, whatever they have, having PDP there, whether the old or new PDP, having Labour Party there, having NNPP there, having ABGA there too, they collapse their structure to one particular party. They can adopt this other too can also be adopted by a Labour Party. You understand what I'm saying? So it must not be other that we fly the flag for any candidate. They can be adopted too. You understand what I'm saying? So on that ground now, I am not saying they cannot float any party. Of course, it is good because of the fear that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has infiltrated everywhere. Now, based on that, now let us see what INEC is going to do at the end of the day. Let us see another angle, which is very, very important: how they are going to reform the electoral process at the end of the day. That area is also on the other side, and they must do this in such a way that Nigerians doesn't need to queue on the sun again to vote for anybody. People can just sit down in the house on the voting day and just say, okay, I'm using my phone. You look at all the candidates. You said, okay, this is the direction I'm going, without being influenced by anybody. The federal government wouldn't mind declaring a public holiday for presidential election. Let us test the might. This is AI era. We are still taking us all the way 24 hours at this point to analog, where we come and queue like Mugu on the street. At the end of the day, they will turn Nigeria upside down. In as much that you can stay in your house and do transfer, bros, we can stay in our house like their children too that doesn't come out and vote and do our voting. That's the area I'm looking at it. So whatever it is, the party does not matter. But what matters at this point is that which Mr. Integrity are they giving to Nigerians from the opposition or from the coalition angle?
All right, let's quickly go to the comment section. We have K. Odulaja saying something here. Good morning, Onyezi. I disagree with you on that note regarding Tinubu staying beyond 2027 because he's been woeful. Said he disagrees with you.
Maybe he didn't, Mr. K. Odulaja, maybe he didn't understand what I'm saying. You didn't understand what I'm saying.
You're talking about no-go area for Northerners.
Yes, for now. No, okay, no, let me tell you why Tinubu will definitely have a fair ride at the end of the day. By the time Obi stays on his own, Atiku stays his own, they have divided their strength. And Tinubu will capitalize on that, and that's the way. Understand the angle I'm going. I'm not saying that, Nigerians are too comfortable with Tinubu's administration. But what I'm saying that, if the North continue to, drag this thing to their own favor, 2027, I tell you, Obi will not be vice president to Atiku. Atiku, I don't think he will want to be vice president to Obi. But what I'm saying at this point is that El-Rufai has made a certain statement in the past. Atiku too is suspicious of his ambition. But if he can be at the background at the end of the day and support a replacement from the Southerner, from the South, then I think to an extent, Nigeria will begin to look at it from that angle. But coming to form a political party and other opposition parties said, okay, the North cannot have it after all it's the turn of the South. No, understand, it's logical. We saw it in 2023. When the North and the Southwest merged, they produced results. That is the game. There's no how that the North alone can produce presidency. Even though Atiku share everybody in Nigeria 200 million naira each. They cannot produce presidency.
Says you.
The North alone cannot produce presidency without voting from the South. I'm not talking about meeting the 25% requirement. I'm talking about the voting strength now. You understand what I'm saying? Because yes, the middle belt is already divided. Even though there's this plan to make sure that at the end of the day, but there's a factor there because the current secretary to the federal government now is from middle belt.
And of course, there have been calls for Obi not to deputize Atiku in the 2027 election. But don't you see Amechi as an alternative?
No. Let me tell you where you are seeing all these old horse now.
Aren't you seeing a game plan?
No. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything. These are the people that led the coalition, the merger that gave Bola Ahmed Tinubu victory. And these are the people, they know the structure, they know where to touch. Erufai played a very prominent role.
Amechi didn't play any role. Yeah? He also contested in the primaries. Are you talking about Erufai?
No, I'm talking about Erufai. Erufai.
Okay.
No, remember too, the coalition that brought Buhari to power. Amechi was there.
Played a vital role.
Amechi was there, But if you look at the way it is now, it will be rather difficult. Look at the statement coming from the Emir of Kano, Sanusi. They have automatically, as I'm talking to you now, every billboard that have Tinubu in the north is being brought down. Do you understand me? So the South are watching, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu is also playing a smart one by making sure that he sits comfortably in anything that has to do with South, including the Southeast, by getting the governors, positioning them, giving them what they need, to persecute that 2027 election at the end of the day. So when he feels satisfied now, I think his focus is going. Bola Ahmed Tinubu have never moved to the north. We have not seen any political move yet towards the northern part. So he is preparing himself. So to make it easier for him, the north and Atiku should jettison, because it's still the turn of the south. This man just left power now. They should not bring that calculation at all. After I become president, Organa rubbish. So Obi will now become vice president to Atiku. Then after Atiku will do 4 years, now other one are trash. I don't think Obi will buy into that kind of idea. And I don't think Nigerians will be too comfortable to vote another northerner at the end of the day.
Is it true that Nigeria will not be comfortable to vote another northerner?
Like I initially stated, it will never be possible for Nigeria to vote another northerners. I need to stand firmly and buttress that point. We can't vote in another northerners to come and enslave the entire Nigerian. I think it is becoming too much and too viral for the northerners these days, trying to prove that they are dominality over power. Try to be too detective over millions of Nigerians. They are too desperate and they are too anxious of retaining power. Trying to when did Buhari handed over? Take over. Now they are pressing force to take over in all means. Why are they so desperate? And like I also stated, the relationship between the northerners and the easterners cannot work. Because I personally, I don't want to be sentimental. I will never tell Peter Obi to deputize Atiku. Atiku is a terrorist and is a criminal. So such.
How is Atiku a terrorist?
He's a terrorist. He know within himself. And all the northern stakeholders knows him, and they know the key role him and Erufai they are playing to enslave other Westerners in Nigeria. So they cannot deny that he's a criminal. He's a criminal. He's a certificated rogue. So we can't just put our hands and expect such person to take over the mandate of Nigeria, ruling the responsible people. I want to say, I'm sorry to say, he's a cow. Such person cannot rule the responsible ones in Nigeria. So I don't see that coalition working together. And Obi will never step. If Obi should step down, allow Atiku to go ahead and rule Nigeria, to deputize him, I will lose the interest and the respect and the passion I have towards Obi. In seeing him as a future leader of Nigeria. You understand me? So I want to say there are some special criteria about Obi and the intelligence factor about Obi, which I believe it should not take too low by allowing Atiku to overshadow him by the money mongering, Nigerian money that he has swallowed and forcefully withdraw from Nigeria. Atiku, when he was in power under the PDP era, they are the one that led Nigeria into this present situation today. He siphoned the Nigerian money. He siphoned the Nigerian resources. And all the resources and the Nigerian money which Atiku siphoned, none of it is being established in Nigeria for the average poor man to benefit. He took all our resources outside the country to Dubai to China, to other countries. You know, so they are the one that led Nigeria to this present situation. So I'm not expecting whosoever from the west or from the east to collaborate or to give Atiku any mandate to rule Nigeria.
Yes, Mike, I want us to react to something while we are still doing this thing professionally, trying to get, let us collect what impression. You know, there's no how we can call Atiku a terrorist or a criminal. Please, I reject that. Or in total, the reason is very clear. You know, there's no court that has established this allegation. So Atiku should be seen. For me, Atiku under Obasanjo gave Nigeria the best technocrat in the history of this country. Best selected, and some of these technocrats we are seeing today was actually picked by Atiku. The best under Obasanjo, the best hands ever in the history. Most of them are all over the world. Atiku is the one that discovered them. Atiku had done some level of things. The issue of privatization, was a brainchild of Atiku. The only thing they have problem is whatever it is, the third term or whatever. But to an extent, there's no court of competent jurisdiction, that has found Atiku wanting for criminality or for sponsoring of. Even when they were putting the list there, the Atiku name was not there. But I understand that these things are being powered by these politicians. But I think we'll take an exception on that.
All right.
Australia, I want to quickly correct an impression. Let me just put it under tradition of misdiction of tongues.
Okay.
I call him a terrorist or a criminal. Sincerely apologize for that.
Okay.
But I still stand on my words. There is no way, there is no space for Atiku to take over the mandate of Nigeria. I stand on that.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, before you go, let's quickly talk about Israel-Iran war. Currently, Nigerians are stranded and they're crying out loud for help. Why is the federal government too late in evacuating Nigerians from these countries?
Mike, if there is what is it called, the high level of diplomacy. I'm not talking about bilateral, street, whatever they have entered with Nigeria. If there is high level of diplomacy between Nigerian government and I think by now we should have been stationed. Because most Nigerians here are hiding in the shelters. Though there has not been any report that any Nigerian has been murdered as a result of the ongoing crisis in the Middle East. That is one. Two, I've seen some countries, trying to move their citizens out, gradually, they're moving. Then why is it that Nigeria government is finding it very difficult? Or maybe because we will never get national carrier. Go and hire APs. Let them go there. Don't waste our time. Yes, go and remove them. If you don't know how to talk to Benjamin Netanyahu, go and use Macron and beg him. I beg, make some people come on. I think he will listen.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, every good people that have always stayed glued to this channel. Say good morning to our global audience, our national audience, our immediate community. I say good morning to you all. Thank you for being there.
Yeah, good morning, viewers. Good to be here again. Thank God for life. God bless every one of you that has been standing by for the city stand. We want to appreciate a lot of you. And when it is time to honor everyone that contributed to this platform, we do it at the right time. Good morning. Good to be here again.
Okay, according to Ben Bruce, this is another global war looming. What is the federal government doing concerning Nigerians that are stranded in these countries?
You see, you cannot give what you don't have. I've always mentioned on this platform that the hesitant approach of this government towards an internal conflagration or crisis, it shows that they are not proactive, because they knew that Israel bombed Iran. Iran retaliated, and first and foremost, for a government who is very proactive, should be thinking of how to save as citizens in that enclave of that war. But now, up to this present moment, nothing has been done. I see Nigerians they are sheltered underground in Israel, all just to move away from where the war is thick. What is the federal government doing about this? And I want to say that everything about this government at times sparks up some kind of docility, because in taking the needed action to even either checkmate or even nip it in the bud any ugly incident. So when you keep on hearing all this kind of thing, it shows that our government system need to be rejigged, because we cannot go. Lives are being lost. I said Nigerian lives does not even want anything again in this 21st century. People are dying on daily basis. Nobody cares, and nobody is even betting an eyelid towards that this thing and taking the necessary action. That is why I'm pained. I am pained. I am standing before you here now. I don't even know my lot. What is going to be my lot? Because I feel that I'm not safe. And this is a nation that is richly endowed, both with human capacity and natural resources. Wow, we here. We are go down Nigeria. It's a serious thing that is confronting us in the face.
All right, in the comment section, good morning to you. This is Chima, you're welcome on the program. And what was he saying this morning? Michael, a country without a national carrier has no option. They are only open on Allen Oyema of Air Peace to go and bring their citizens back for them. Does it make any sense? Do the lives of Nigerians matter to the federal government? Why do they have to wait? Or why would they have to wait for Nigerians to cry for help before they evacuate them from these countries?
Yeah, I think it all boils down to the people that has been assigned. We have that's been assigned to get that job done. I think we have the minister that is in charge of such evacuations, and I'm talking of the Minister for External Affairs. And what is he doing now? What effort has he made to ship Nigeria back home? And I think you see there was a time that such crisis happened before, that even Nigerians, they are not willing to be evacuated one time, and they prefer to just stick to what is happening as of that area. And I think when the crisis started, the Nigerians over there had to have been proactive to even make sure that they leave that what's it called, Israel block, that so that they cannot be victim, right? I think we all need to just ask the Minister of External Affairs what is he embarking on to save Nigeria out of this insecurity that is going on in Israel. And actually we're having an internal war within ourselves already. So it's I think it's one what's it called, one problem too many with Nigerian diplomacy of the that's going on now. And I think the ministers of external affairs should be blamed for him not to be awake for this job to be done, right? Because they have assigned him that job already. I don't know what they're still waiting for. And about the airline that also have, you could see the level of the trash this president in power now met. You see Nigerian, you could remember the other time under Buhari, that one state actors just came. They went on to just paint Nigeria more, Nigerian air carrier, with another country air carrier, and just for them to make more money. I think those questions need to be diverted to the Muhammadu Buhari administrations. That why are they not being able to evacuate Nigerians? Because they were in charge when Buhari was in power, and you could remember that they evacuated Nigerian in one of the African bloc that has issues then, that they have to just they did the needful then. Why are they so slow to get this done to evacuate Nigeria this time around? The question needs to be answer by the
Another
people.
question we need to ask ourselves is that what are Nigerians doing in war zones? What are they doing there in countries like Iran and Israel? Knowing fully well that these are countries are prone to attack. Looking at their records.
You just asked a very because what you just said is exceptionally profound to what is really to the happenings in our country. You see, when you look at people going out of their base, they are going out of their base not out of it's not an act of frivolities. It's just to make to eke out a living for themselves.
In Iran,
Yes, Iran before the now, did they fight war apart from the Iran-Iraq war? You understand? It's an oil country. It's an oil-rich nation. Israel is very, very good in agriculture. Nigeria see that even their lives will be better off staying there than here because over time, successive governments have failed in their mandate to deliver the good governance which every Nigerian will always envisage or either hope for to get. And it has become elusive. That is why you see Nigerians are there is a syndrome, there is an outcome in Japa. People are Japaing to other countries because of insecurity, because of hopelessness, because of joblessness, and because of there is no hope. That is why they are going to places whereby they at least they will have a semblance of living. You don't blame them for going down that route because that is a way to see that they want to maintain their existence.
all right, you wanted to say something, right?
There's no excuse anybody can give. You could remember the Ukraine and what's it called? The Ukraine and Putin war, and you could see the efforts that the Nigerian made as of that time that they to Russia, Russia and Ukraine. You could see the effort the government made to evacuate Nigeria. Then some are still even telling the government in power that they are still much comfortable in that prone zone, crisis zone. And I think average Nigerian, they will tell you instead of them coming to Nigeria to be evacuated to Nigeria, they will want to stay. To the extent some people are even volunteering themselves to fight, to help or to support Ukraine. Then you could see how Nigerian degenerated to that they prefer to even get an asylum in that country that is a probe of crisis now than to come to the what's it called motherhood country. I think we need to change our narrative, especially the diaspora people ought to know that. I can't put that blame game on the president fully. And about the air carrier, I think we have to go back to the likes of the Buhari, that what happened to Nigerian heirs, that they manipulated people, that Nigerian hair has landed, but later we realized that it was Ethiopian Ethiopian what's it called airline. They just painted and just to maneuver people in the country, and you see a lot of dirty things that happened prior to the advent of the Mr. President coming to power. So I can't really put the blame on Mr. President. There's another thing for you to want to come back to your mother's land, and there's another thing for you to look at what is going on in their motherland is not really welcoming. So they prefer to stay where they can still have a bit of protection as it is.
All right, Udeze Chima, cases like this are the reasons I get mad at anybody defending Nigeria, a country that doesn't even care about you as a citizen. Is that a country you'll be proud of? On to the next one, still Udeze Chima. Kule, stop this blame game just to protect your Tunumbu. Why do they abandon their citizens currently in a war country, and you are here making long talks? Why?
I think Odeze should be happy that he's in a country that is there's no crisis, that is having a peace there. Odeze, you could remember, as I told you, the Nigerians, are they really willing to leave that Iran? Yes, are they willing? Does he know that? I think it's a diaspora too. If any crisis happen in Spain now, will they want to come back to Nigeria? No, that's the question I want to ask him. It's not just you bring your hatred and to the table. We will not accept that, right? I'm sure, and I want to bet it with you.
And that's what you are
It's
saying
Spain.
about leadership failure.
Uh,
The country is good. There will be no reason for anyone to travel.
the country has been like that for a while. The country has been like that for us not to be able to have benefits of good governance, and it has been there for a while. And somebody now came, you want to change the narrative, and you think the narrative can be changed overnight, and if you're waiting for that, I mean, you will stay long on the queue without not achieving anything.
All right, so let's take this from Andrew Ogunjimi. Evacuation without any help. Some of them would prefer to stay than to come and die in Nigeria.
Yes. That's my take. I said that even initially, you know that one of the greatest ingredients of a very democratic and egalitarian country is having a very firm institution. You don't wait until something happens. You must have seen it before. Yeah, that is what is called proactiveness. And in a situation whereby Nigerians are over there, we have a lot of Nigerians in the diaspora. And why did they leave? If they had a better day back home here, they wouldn't even conceive that idea of leaving. It's because there was no better day. That was why every one of them they move out of the country. And I want to say that we have been saying it that we are not getting the real deal that Nigerians are yearning for in every successive government that have held that have been in the saddles of governance. That is why you see that people are crying. And of course, even if Nigerians should provide plane now, I know before it will take them a long while for them to even enter into a kind of agreement with any private airline to even bring those people back home. Even bringing them back home, how are you going to integrate them? What other elementary procedure are you going to take in seeing that they are well footed when they are being brought back home? These are some of the things that we should be saying. In a situation whereby there is absence of good governance, failure of governance, then you expect them to come. They would rather want to say, okay, I would rather die over there. Because where you have institution that is working, where they can even say, okay, they have a semblance of good living, then would you come to a place where everything is so dark, it's so opaque, you can't even see where? Nigerian case is lamentable. And I beg to say, okay, it's better that Nigerian government, whosoever wants to leave this country, should even develop having a human feelings so that we can have a very good template that we can say Nigeria is our home.
All right, let's move down to another one. The birth of a new party, a new coalition in Nigeria. Just like Jesus Christ said in the Bible, on the cross of Calvary, it is finished. Would you say it is finished for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with the birth of this new party?
Anybody that is saying that is just that is expecting that is just wasting his time, right? We have agreed that we have accepted the president in power now, that is the one that can change the narrative for us now, and being from the southern bloc, and is the one that we can see that is really fits, just to counter what is going on now and to help the coalitions of the south who has been marginalized for a while. And I don't just know our brothers from the other side, they never see anything good that is coming from this president. And I think we still need to be lecturing them the process that is going on to liberate each and every one of you. Even the one in Spain now that is just talk to us not too long, or just ask me some questions now. I think when we get that one done with insecurity in this country, I think everybody will have his peace. But as it is now, you see, it's a double jeopardy we have it now. The crisis at home already, we've not been able to tame it. And the Israel-Iran issue came, and the Nigerians are ahead then that stays in that country. They ought to be proactive and look at the way the war was drifting to, and they ought to have prepared themselves to book a flight back home. And I think it's not everything you'll be waiting and you'll be blaming government on. And we have the Iranian embassy, we have Nigerian embassy in Iran, we have Nigerian embassy in Israel, So what is happening to those people, Minister for External Affairs, that ought to be in charge of that? I'm sure the embassy will have, contacted all these Nigerians that stay there, that do you want to come home? As I'm telling you, majority of them still prefer to stay in Iran or Israel than to come back home, because they know the amount of degenerating, the way the country degenerated into. And I think somebody is just there to fix up, the change the narrative. And we are seeing the good work he's doing. It's only a blind man that said he is not seeing what President Bola had made, even towards the external, what's it called, involvement about the country, that Nigerians are being shortchanged and Nigerian has been molested. So to me, the blame game ought not to be on Mr. President, because those people that are still in Iran, that are still in Israel, they ought to know their life matter most, and they ought to have found their way outside the shore of that country when they know the crisis is getting
on. Can ADA solve Nigeria's problem? Is it possible? ADA, the new party, the new coalition.
All those parties, they can form any party, but we know who we want in the country. They can form all the coalition of this world, but in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we stand. That is the only person that can give us light at the end of the tunnel as it is now.
Thank you so much. Is it a done deal for the party?
For the other, Democratic Alliance, I think it's work in progress, because I did mention on this platform that if they can put their hearts together and jettison that self-interest and be able to collate all their energies together, I think they will give this present government a run for their money. And I want to also sound a note of warning here that irrespective of whatever they are putting together, they should jettison any trivial ideas. They should know that Nigeria comes first and they second. And they should put the interests of Nigeria first at the front burner for us to have a good and varied coalition or opposition that will give this country, this government a run for their money.
Okay, wanted to say something?
Yeah, my stake. I could remember when Qatar and Bagbo issue happened in Côte d'Ivoire. Nobody told my people that stays in that Côte d'Ivoire to leave the country, because the way that crisis was going on, to the extent they started targeting Nigeria and in Côte d'Ivoire, and you see the one in Israel, the one in Iran, they still stay put, never take any actions. And the embassy, they are relating with the embassy, the consulate in that different country they have. So you see, Nigerians, the docility we have that we cannot cure, and we put the blame game on the state actors at times. It's so disastrous for me to be hearing that some Nigerians still want to stay in Iran. They stay up to that time for them to know it is time to take, leave from all those countries that are war-torn now. I think, except they wanted themselves to be killed in that crisis, because this is a crisis that nobody knows where it's going to end, right? So once they stay put there, I don't know how they want to get out. But the presidency, we need to do the needful likewise. But how to evacuate them now in a war-torn zone that has escalated to this level? They ought to know they should be prepared ahead. I still say, same issue happened in Côte d'Ivoire, right? Bagbo and Katara issues then. And what happened? Nigerians, some Nigerians flew home back before the escalation of the crisis.
All right, thank you so much.
I just want to say one thing for the opting time. You see, when it comes to evacuation, the whole essence of evacuating people has to be on diplomatic relationship with that country, where you have those war songs being beaten. You understand? But when you look at everything that is happening, it all boils down to proactiveness. What is the Nigerian government doing? Is seeing that because if Nigerian life matters to the current government, I think they need to have gone ahead and be proactive enough to do the needful. We have seen a lot of things. You take a case in point is Afghanistan. When the American citizens saw that he seen that there was going to be a regime change over there, American government sent planes down to Afghanistan, evacuated every American, and some other countries that could not really be. I mean, they are also yearning to leave that enclave, and they left. That shows proactiveness. A government who really knows that life matters. What we are saying is that as long as we continue to this government continue to hesitate to take concrete action when it is needed most, then we will continue to suffer. I want to believe that they will hear us and do the needful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Femi, good morning.
Thank you, Mr. Michael, and good morning. Good morning to all our viewers across the world. We say thank you for always being there for us, and may God of heaven continue to be with you and rise up for your help wherever, and whenever you need help. Thank you very much.
You're welcome on the program.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Michael. Good morning, our viewers. There is Mickey Great. Mickey Great. Today is a chima. Yeah, good morning to all of you, and good morning to is it Omogbere? Please don't be offended the way I pronounce it. God bless you.
Just say good morning to all the viewers.
Good morning to all the viewers. God bless you all.
All right, I think the issue of new coalition, new party, new alliance has died down now.
Of
We
course.
now have a new coalition, all democratic alliance. But would you call this a credible alternative or a desperate 2027 experiment? Are they trying to experiment it or what?
They are the one that will prove themselves, whether they're worthy or not, based on what they are going to do, based on what the decision they are going to be taken from this. It just, the first of us took the first important, step, like a human being that was just gave birth to. The first achievement you can have is to give you name, 8 days. Some people do it after, vary from culture to culture and country, but at least give you name. They are first of all take the first decision. By this time around, it's too early to be, measuring them and tell us their potential, because at this moment we have not seen the factor of Obi in that thing. The two, front line we are seeing now is El-Rufai and Atiku. And Amechi. And when you look at these people, the only strong person I see there is Atiku. You see El-Rufai, as I usually describe it, that it's like a leopard. It may not be able to squeeze meat, but we can scatter it. Politically, in Kaduna now, El-Rufai is not. It's not well grounded. It's not well grounded. As I'm talking to you now, former vice president has decamped. Namadi Sambo has decamped to APC. Although some people still have grassroots, but what I'm trying to tell you now is that it's Atiku I'm seen as a champion in that. But the issue of Obi has not been factored in. Like I usually said, if they are able to factor Obi in and they stand there on their own and they present another candidate, okay, Obi now go and stand on his own. Tinubu now stand on his own. It's automatic victory for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So it is still early for them. For us to be rating them. So I still don't want to rate them, but I give kudos to them that at least we have been seeing something.
Pastor, what doom does it spell for them? ADA.
My brother.
Obi is not factored in.
Baba, whether Obi is factored in or fashioned out or factored out, whichever language they like, let them use. It's an English word. Baba, in 2027, let them go and sleep. I'm telling you, I'm not campaigning for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but I'm telling you.
So on 6th President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Baba, leave that thing.
Telling them to go sleep.
Baba, leave that thing. They are not going anywhere. The people that Tinubu should be scared of is people like us.
Why?
Good and fine. You asked me a very good question. The masses are the one that will give votes. We are the one that will vote. Is that not so? And as it is now, Nigerians are angry with Bola Ahmed Tinubu the way things are going. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu should come and reason with us, I'm very, very, optimistic of what I am saying. If we come to rehearse with the people, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to have challenges with the people, not the Nigerians. Are you hearing me? Nigerians are going to be the opposition of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they are the one that will say Bola Ahmed Tinubu continue. So 2027 is going to be again between APC and the Nigerians. You see all those collision or fatal accident whatsoever they like, let them give it a name. It's none of my business. Whosoever they like, let them bring up as the image, the flag bearer. It means nothing. What is going to play that day is the people. The people. Are you hearing me? Take it or you leave it. It's my opinion. I will drop it and I will go. And I know that I'm speaking the truth.
But you should know that the people will be voting for a candidate under a particular party.
My brother, I am telling you, know the system of Nigeria. You know the way the game is being played. Much especially, the game they want to play now is the game when I was young. My dad is a politician. It's just that I don't like the game. That's why I'm not getting. I think I'll show you my ID card from PDP.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Good and fine. See, Bola Ahmed Tinubu want to take us back to olden days. 1, 2, 3 in those 90s. At the end of the day, don't be surprised. That time you will see. My daddy played the game now. I am standing for this person as a chairman, a contender. This one a contender, the other person a contender. When they count to finish, before they will count to result, my dad will just everyone a candidate of the choice. Do you understand? You see how they play the politics that time to defeat an opponent. And if that system should come back again, that's the same thing will go. The same thing will happen. That content will give you massive result that you begin to run mad. And they cannot do anything. The next thing, Baba, see the person that win election and that ends it. You can't do anything. See, let me tell you, I've been angry with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the way Nigeria is going, that I am not happy. But I see another Bola Ahmed Tinubu trying to play politics here, play game here. He want to act like, this there's Belgian rat. He will be eating you up at the same time, blowing you breeze. So that is the game now. In 2027, that is when you will see if the beast inside of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if eventually win. I'm telling you, write this word, write today's date. Because when it shall happen or when it shall come to pass, you will know that I said it. I said, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu eventually win 2027, that is when the people will see the beast in him.
So you've
not seen anything about Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Not seen any.
You see all these northerners that are parading them. That is when you will see, say, Bola Ahmed Tinubu have another double beast inside of him. He will deal with them.
So he has an agenda.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu want to rule 8 years now. That's the mission. So he's playing along now. It's like he's playing a baby tata things. Give him opportunity. The second tenor you will see Bola Ahmed Tinubu, make he enter there the second time. You will see original Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I say write today's date down. When it shall start to happen, you will know that yes, don't call me a prophet because I don't like answering prophet. But I am telling you what shall be. I've told you before, Obasa is coming back. People said it in this platform. And what happened? Write today's date down. So it's going to be Bola Ahmed Tinubu versus the people. And another thing that will now play against the people are two: INEC and our judiciary. That's the another department that will play against the people. So if you are talking about ADC, Labour Party, Oh, Baba, let them go and sleep. Forget all those
You
things.
heard what Biafra pastor said. You said we haven't seen anything yet.
Um, partially, I want to agree with him, but I don't like that philosophy. I don't like that ideology of I want to do something, then I have to be pretending until I have second time. How sure is your second time? What if your second time is not coming? Because I've seen it several times. Some politicians that wanted to do something like that, and eventually their second time never come. Look at Jonathan. There are a lot of things Jonathan should have done during his first time. No.
Baba, Jonathan and Tinubu are not the same.
When Jonathan was there are some things Jonathan should have done during his first time. There are so many lacuna that Jonathan should have filled when he was there. Even to the south, people of south. I mean, especially south and southeast. Only what Jonathan was busy then was about, he was raising people. That's what he even used to campaign. That, I know how many millionaires and billionaires
Do
I
you see
raised in this
Tinubu
side.
as someone that
But
is desperate
infrastructure,
to come back? Is he desperate to come
over
back?
desperation is what. But your desperation enough is your desperation is not enough. Like I said, one thing that will give President Bola Ahmed Tinubu automatic, victory is 3 race course. Coalition stand, Obi stand. People's opinion will be divided into 3. As you do, we have bulk of it already. Not necessarily people's opinion, but bulk of opportunity. INEC, manipulation from INEC, manipulation from security, manipulation from judiciary. Tinubu already had that one. None of them will have it above Tinubu. Now, when we now talk about people's opinion, opinions will be divided into 2, not 3. Because by the time Atiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be able to gather some little part of that opinion, plus all the power that he has, he will emerge victorious. But if the opinions is divided into 2, straight, straightforward, it may be very, very hard for president. And what I'm saying is this: your coalition, who do you want to produce as presidential candidate? The best thing for them is to put us into confusion in the south here. Bring another southern candidate. That is confusion. Everybody everywhere will be scattered. Everybody will maintain his lane. Everybody, people that don't like Tinubu, they'll be. But when you go and bring another northerners, then you give the southerner chance to reason that, oh, you think this thing is your property, you just want to be. But when you bring a vibrant southern candidate, there,
Amechi is part of the coalition.
Amechi will not be able to, ring the bell very well. He will not be able to hear that thing.
What about as running mate? Like
as running mate, but as running mate, it will not be as hard as putting a southern candidate. I don't. Obi is the best. We are talking now. But even if you can see another, that one will divide us. And the north by that time will not be able to gather and say this is where we are going. Then support from south and the north, it may give them something. That's the only hope they have for anything apart from that one. It will be south versus north, and no matter how you want to take it, Tinubu will be able to take what he needs from south, especially from north central. North central.
Look at the game that Tinubu will win. I will say, because as it is now, it is between Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Fulanis, not with our Hausas. Because the Hausas today, are you hearing me? Hausas today are not having anything cordial relationship with the Fulanis. So they themselves, on the other hand, are partnering with the Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So definitely they are going with him. Are you hearing me? So in that north side, the Hausas alone, Tinubu will get the result there. Just as he said, that is the area I will manage, agree with him, based on the southern candidate that a man. But anything northern candidate is automatically a failure in the platform. Baba, look at it. See, Obio the game. Obio the game. Are you happy with what is going on? This with what is already on the ground now, me and you can never, as I am, I know say being Igbo, you know, Igbo man in election nowadays, we are talking about our Biafra. But nevertheless, anything involve Fulani, even though if they like, make them go bring original Hausa. So far, it's a northern candidate. My brothers that we may likely to support, may likely to drop, they may likely may print. So far na Hausa, Nkokona Ninwo, Ofihe Kahabo. Do you understand it? So, and that is it.
Look at 2023 election now. In the south here, it is obvious. That's where Atiku lose.
Yes.
In the south. If to say he was able to win, the way he win in the north, if he was able to win in the south, Atiku will have become our president. That's not anybody can do.
The thing that plays against
Atiku won in Kaduna. Atiku won in he won in Katsina. He won some of these swing states apart from Kano, and he was even ahead of Tinubu in Kano. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was ahead of Tinubu in Kano.
No.
Oh, Tinubu was ahead of him in Kano.
Yes, in Kano.
So, but he won Kaduna, he won Katsina, and he won some of the
even in his own state. Do you know that in his own state he did not win his state?
He won.
No.
He won in Adamawa. Can we Google it?
Google it, please.
Atiku win in Adamawa. There's not anybody. Atiku won in Adamawa.
Adamawa.
Atiku won Adamawa. Even their governor is PDP. Atiku won in Adamawa. He won. Let me tell you.
Okay,
majorly,
Plateau that Obi
won. Majorly, he won in the north, the core north, apart from Kano.
Some minutes ago, you were talking about the 2027 election. It's all about Nigerians versus APC, right? Nigerians
of course, yes, now.
But does your vote count?
My vote.
Yeah, does it count?
My vote will count this time indirectly. Do you know why I use the word indirectly? You know now, Nigerians, our vote doesn't count. But this time around, there is a game. That's why I used the word before.
Like, can you break it down for us? You said our vote will count indirectly, right?
Indirectly.
How?
Because this time around, Tinubu is going to figure out some votes of the people. Votes of the people. You understand? Because he wants to retain the position.
Some votes of which people?
Of the people. Not the politicians themselves, those governors, but the grassroots. That's why I say it's going to be between Nigeria and the Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nigerians and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If Tinubu play his card very well in the grassroots,
he's going to get the votes of some people.
Of course. Even in Igbo land.
How is he going to
I
get,
know that I'm a
is he going to
Biafra and we are pursuing
votes from those people. Why same people are complaining and lamenting?
There is a way.
Watch.
Now, it's good. You know, Nigerians, I could remember if 2023 people can even stand ready to sacrifice anything for Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2023. Cashless policy. You understand? But, and yet, I know
he wasn't the president then.
That is what I'm waiting.
He was also contesting.
He was also a contestant.
Yeah, he was contesting.
And at the end of the day, he became the president. Whether he won the election or not, but the mandate was given to him. Now that he's in that position, how will he now lose?
What happened for how many years as a president of
Now listen to me, there is a game you don't understand in politics, especially in Nigerian dirty game. Now, so look at what place in the court. Did you follow the 18 and 19 this thing, Mazen Namdekano, this thing? I told you the guy is playing game. Playing politics. The Nigerian government now have dropped they have finished this thing with Mazen Namdekano. They have dropped it. It is a game. Because 2027 is coming. That's why many Northerners are reacting regard to that. Many Northerners are not happy regard to that. Because it was not part of their plan. Because those Fulanis vow Mazen Namdekano must not get not even atom of justice. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is playing the game. Right. And he's giving them and he's giving us, and with that, that's why I said now they will include it a little. I don't want to, if you understand, we are
thank you so much.
God bless you.
I've been Jack Oluwa. Good morning to you guys.
Yeah, morning.
You're welcome.
Morning. Okay. Morning to our viewers.
Can the new party fix the desires of the Nigerians? ADA.
That is the new party. That is a new coalition.
Yeah.
You see, Nigeria is hungry for a new system because the system See, people are just talking Tinubu. Tinubu is not, it's not God. It's a human being like you and I. You see, there is nothing that is not possible. See, just look at the last election in Ghana. That man came with all the whole story. At the end of the day, Ghana were in a taboo, suffering. Look at it, Ghana to chop for Ghana. Nigeria will better pass Ghana then. See, at the end of the day now, the man now one term he used. They push him out. See, Tinubu now, you come with almighty power. Now my turn, now my this. You pack all the whole arsenal, artillery, everything. What is happening now? What is really happening now? You can see, in the northern and they say no anywhere in northern state where they see Tinubu calendar, they tear them. You see, if that coalition come, they should amend Nigeria first. Bring Obi and bring another northern as a vice. Tinubu na zero for a name. And Tinubu knows that now zero be name because what he's doing is a zero to his name.
So he has lost popularity.
He's zero home. A title no one see. What are we talking about? Say this. Now God will be. If you lose, come. See, let me tell you one thing. If Tinubu don't take care, Nigeria will be divided 2027. Nigeria will enter brutal anarchy wala. If you force yourself again. You force yourself the first time. Where's the meaningful of forcing yourself?
Every day.
You can't have no come. You use all your artillery. At the end of the day, what happened? Lagos State will be flush and out.
Did he really force himself in 2020?
See, let us be frank. The whole world say Jagaba came with all atrocity, all the money back, all millions. He spent millions of euros. Buy the whole military, buy the whole NS, buy everywhere. Buy Bambati manager. Where are you now? You fail woefully. Let us be frank with ourselves. See, the truth will set you free. And the truth is bitter. Everything is Tinubu. Everybody in the APC. Now let APC get Nigeria. Okay, now APC want judge the 200 millions of Nigeria that is abject poverty. He come here, he support. See, we will judge. A city governor market, they say, not Nigeria, APC versus PDP. It's Nigeria against APC. Hungry lion Nigeria. Whenever chop, sometimes we not go see food chop one day. Okay, no food, insecurity, they kill us, pursue us for farm. And that one will not continue. See, let's be frank with ourselves. Nigeria will decide, and that decision will come. See, Nigeria, see, at the time, say, Yoruba man bring the unity of Nigeria, which is let Obafemi Awolowo. He bring the unity of Nigeria. Say, make all of us, make we use brain, we could be one. That Yoruba man, I go say bring the unity of Nigeria, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was he got not only politician. Are you the first politician in Nigeria? Okay, where you were opposition that dismantle you like this? Where you were there, if they dismantle you like this, can you say in Lagos State? But now you came, you are done dismantling everybody to make sure say everybody for your power, you zip them. You can't zip me, you can't zip us, you can't zip all of us. If you lack, you go zip who you zip. You can't zip us for your pocket at all. Change, if fail. Hope, if fail. Renew hope, if fail. Now division. All will crumble. Because God is watching the scenario. God is watching film. You don't say the film will play. This is God will for the hand. People are going to suffer every day. You know how many widows, you know how many children. Every day they go to church, no food. Pastors are very tired. Many pastors are not tired today. Carry bread, give women, carry them. You don't tired because of what? Situation of the policy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You say go come back. How will you come back? Imagine now. Let us be frank with ourselves. Can you imagine everybody? Division. First time in the history of Nigeria, you want pocket everybody, and it's the surface is done well. The surface is done well. Every day, I beg. How long? Okay, now we're not enter 2027. See, let us be frank with ourselves. It's somebody that could be the coalition where we go be big Hausa as a vice. Tinubu na forgettable story. A forgettable story. Because Obi go flood am 2 times for here. Go flood am for all the whole east. Then the vice go flood am for the whole north. Okay, how you want to be president? Anarchy go come. And that revolution is coming. And that revolution must come. Because without that revolution, Nigeria will not be in an atmosphere of democracy environment. Can you imagine? So, okay, before 200 people was killed, they kill 100. They don't kill 50. Not say all the chief service chief relocate to Benue State. They relocated for their own the massacre 200. Is that a comparative president? Resign and go home. dead year back 2027. See, Nigeria against him, and he want to divide Nigeria. I want to see how many Nigeria he want to divide. How many Nigeria you going to divide? What pocket Nigeria? Nigeria is not a country that will pocket. Nigeria is suffering and smiling. No more smiling anymore. Nigeria said, come 2027. That's the day we are waiting for. And that day, Nigeria, if you go change up, they will change up for him. And that change up for him, everybody will go in war. What tell Lagos State, say Lagos State, because Lagos State now, it's not Yoruba State, say anybody will want to know my man, bah, go your home, bah, go your state. Now that one you want to bring, you are dividing Nigeria, you say you are a president. You are dividing Nigeria with brainwash, with ethnic mismanagement. I want to know, you don't do this. Abiola said when we say, Abiola don't be a to Tinubu. We tell Abiola said we don't know Tinubu. Abiola said we will do this kind of thing. Tinubu says, great neck. Deceive everybody every day. Nigeria is suffering. See, me, if I say that miracle, if I come, I will do the needful. They will not say yes. I at least say miracle. Okay, now you came. Okay, Tinubu Abuhari now. Where for scale? Who Nigeria will accept? Buhari, Abuhari Amugu. You say Nigeria don't know anything. Now you be technocrat, now you be progressive. You come, you swallow everybody. You swallow everybody, and God they want you film. Come 2027, you see get time, but I don't say you don't have anything to offer now. Story might be. See, you surrender with mafias. They are looting Nigeria money. Every day they get how much is dollar now? How much be $1? You don't even come down. What is happening in Ghana? What is happening in Togo? What is that? Will Nigeria be another language and Nigeria get everything? See, let us be frank with ourselves. Tinubu, let me tell you one thing. Nigeria is tired of the story. We are tired. See, I'm not afraid if I die this night, if I die this afternoon, I don't talk my word, I don't talk my word. Nigeria is tired of Jagaba policy. Yes. You can't rule us except there is a reverse of the steering. Turn it to the right direction. Because this direction, where we head to, now zero. Now criminality direction. Brainwash direction. How long? How long we don't get soldier again? We don't get it. We don't even get power again. Everything now, Jagaba, everything now, APC. All the soldiers self, now APC, army, APC, police. You want to pack everybody enter APC? Is it hard to rule? There must be an opposition. Now you dismantle opposition. Okay. When you dismantle opposition now, you please say you go rule Nigeria as you rule Lagos State. Before Lagos State, before Tinubu, there was governor of Lagos State. Okay, since when he come 1999 to today, now you they appoint. Okay, Nigeria want to do fast rock again. Nigeria is not Mugu. Nigeria not be Mugu. We will be Mugu first, Mugu second. No go for Mugu again third time. We are tired of Jagaba. Forget 2027. Go home. You are not capable. Every day people they die. Nothing. See, you don't get scorecard. See, let them be realistic. I'm telling you the reality. The man, he's not capable. Because Nigeria, every day, there is no situation that is right. All they are all is talk. They don't do anything. How long? Filling station, refinery. See, in the civil society, all those people are supposed to go home. But because they be lion, they be mafia, they be Jagaba. They try to see. Come 2027, care is not taking. Everybody will go fast because now everybody don't see the scream. Say these people, they want to tell us say. They get Nigeria. You are saying not. Not when not the rule Nigeria said Nigeria never be like this. How now? But Vanguard Nigeria be like this. Oh, Buhari will go around and be like this. Okay, now you call, you pack all your money, you pack everything. Borrow. Where is the money of borrow? See, let them be frank with ourselves. Come 2027, now no say no matter the system, the game must be changed because it's against the trillions of Nigeria against Jagaba and the gang. We go know who go win the film. Somebody must win the film.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. That was a great contribution. All right. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good morning, dears. Wherever you are, may God bless and stretch you.
Can ADA make any difference? Can they do something that Nigerians will see and president?
Well, this ADA, I've been expecting to heard it. Today, they have already bring it out. Yeah, Ahmed Tinubu have already noticed something like this is coming out. That's why it's running skate and running up and down to gather people from the southeast to support him. But I know for that 2027, he can't succeed because people go and vote him out. Look at what is happening in the nation. Look at what is happening. I tell you that if the president loves the citizens, he will do the needful something. But it is not doing it. Now it's coming and say 2027. Do a nice thing, do a good thing for the people to see. I am not saying what Ahmed Tinubu have already do as a president of Nigeria. If I said that they're going to be, have they finished it? Not yet. All what they're promised and fair. I don't see any good things that are coming out. It's the international hall, the big. They say that's what we are going to eat. Educators tell me where they cannot fix it up. Where people can work. Okay, look at what is going on between Israel and Iraq. They say they have plane. Why can't you use the fighter jet and don't bring people from there to Nigeria? If you love the citizen, let it do the review for something. But I see 2027 is waiting for him. It's there he will know that if people love him or if people do not love him, if he himself know that he goes to multiply the figure using high using army, using lawyers, no, I don't think it will work. Like what my fellow said, it will be a disaster for that 2027. Because if Ahmed Tinubu did not take care, he goes to fold the nation. He goes to fold the nation. If he did not take time, but what I'm seeing, Ahmed Tinubu can never change. What I'm seeing in him, it can never change. It can't change. It can never reverse things back as it is. It can't. Because let us call it, it's a failure, it's a failure. It's a failure. Nothing can make Nigeria to be happy. If the correction, this new party, Ada, can chase him out, let them do it. But he himself said, he have the power. Reality, he's not a god.
You see, he has 2 years to go. Can he make Nigerians happy?
No, I will not call it 2 years. I'm going to call it 1 year and some months. It's not 2 years. Don't calculate it. It's 1 year and some months. It will not reach 2 years.
Can he still make Nigerians happy?
It can't. Let us have ourselves the truth. It can't. Instead, things will be going worse and worse and worse. It can't. Because it doesn't have the ideology to rule Nigeria, to put something in good in Nigeria government. It doesn't have that ideology. Atiku that talking. Atiku have ideology. Atiku make Olusegun Obasanjo to become what he is when he was the president of Nigeria. So I don't know why some citizens are kicking against Atiku. As they give Ahmed Tinubu chance, let them give him chance. Let him prove himself what he is. Let them give him chance. People say we don't need nothing. We don't need Fulanis. Where are you? Before let this man be changed. If he can change, show what he is. People will love you. But you have already put something in bad mess. Okay, look at other countries are going to the Israel, going to the Iran to bring the people out. What have you do? What have you do? Let them do something. If the people say no, they don't want to come back, that's left for them. But let it do a useful something.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your contribution. We need to go, Lawrence. We need to go. Yeah, your contribution to what we've been discussing.
Not a good morning, Mr. Mike, and our viewers. What is going on in Nigeria here? Already, if you see the handwriting, that the handwriting is not writing well at all for Ahmed Tinubu in 2027, because go to North now. This is not that people that put Ahmed Tinubu in 2027, whether they like it or leave it. It's the North. And now they already turned back against him. Whether new party or no new party, what Nigeria need is a new leader. Good government. It's not government of Ahmed Tinubu. Look at Nigeria is missing Buhari. Buhari, where we see that is just, let me use the word of nothing. But this man from Southwest here supposed to bring Nigeria up, give Nigeria life. But what is Ahmed Tinubu doing that? He's killing their citizens daily basis. On Sunday, we hear 200 and for one state. Calculate people that die in Nigeria for 36 states where terrorists kill in every daily basis. Did you make Ahmed Tinubu as a president of? I used to ask that question, please. Did Nigeria have a president? They don't want to ask me that question. Did Nigeria have president? The man they call a president. What is the impact Ahmed Tinubu did in Nigeria? The time of Jonathan, we see some different thing in Jonathan government. They abuse Jonathan because of dollar. That and dollar is 150 naira, 117 naira, 180 naira. Now, how much is dollar? Now, dollar is 1,700 naira. Calculate is 2 times and minus. You see the government of that PDP and this APC. Is it the same thing? Use care and check it. Now, Ahmed Tinubu now is already buy everybody. The important people, buy all of them, put inside in pockets and wait till 2027. But you forget that in Nigeria is more than 200 and something millions. That if anything happen, anarchy can start anytime anymore. That people they bought and put inside their pocket cannot fetch entire the whole Nigeria. 2027 will be seen if in Nigeria. But what I saw yesterday, I'm very disappointment in Nigerians. What I see yesterday here in Nogba, I'm very disappointment because the suffering the Nigeria.
You go off the campaign.
Thank you.
You saw the crowd, right?
Bros, I saw things there, but I say Nigeria. I don't know the day Nigeria will have this bread. I'm not talking about Nigeria and the diaspora because we got people in the diaspora that thinking is different. There's people in this Nigeria. Somebody will give you 20 naira before the person. Let me tell one thing. Please don't be annoyed. I'm taking your time. Bro. See, in 2026, you know what will happen? Ahmed Tinubu would like to bribe everybody, and he will do it. But unfortunately, if Ahmed Tinubu ever enter president in 2027, me and you go carry our back comot for this Nigeria.
How will I carry my back to this country?
Okay, 2023. Simple calculation now. 2023, we saw the kind of amount Ahmed Tinubu spent in Nigeria. And what is Ahmed Tinubu do? It's a business. He needs to make his money back. And you see what you are seeing now. In 2026, that's the reason I told you. In 2026, Ahmed Tinubu will spend a lot of billions of dollars and euro. Okay. It's not naira again, and you would like to get the money
get back to power, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Lawrence Okokundem. You are here. Oh, yeah. We're about to go. Let me just give you a few minutes to participate in our discussion. All right.
I am Mr. Paradeni Okokundem in this Republic of Biafra. Liba Mazen Namdekalo, Simon Ekpa, Biafra Republic government in exile, which is supervised now by Ogenkere. The only body that can leave Biafra to independent, Biafra Republic government in exile. Thank you. God bless all our fans. I thank God Almighty on behalf of all our fans, on behalf of this channel. I thank God Almighty of what is going on in Nigeria. I thank God Almighty on behalf of Simon Ekpa.
All right, Mr. Farah, thank you so much.
Amen.
When I look vividly at the coalition, I realized that it was formed by old politicians, the likes of Atiku, Amechi, El-Rufai, and these are recycled politicians forming coalition against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to unseat him come 2027. Would they be able to do anything different from what the president is doing now?
My host, Mike, I thank you because what you said now, they are the same people. Is what was in my mind when other people were giving their own opinion. You see, if you come to coalition, the people that are forming the coalition or accord are the same old wine in old bottle. Old wine in old bottle. Coalition they are forming, Tinubu is the master of coalition. Or accord they are trying to hold, or get the goal that they are trying to hold. Tulumbu is the father of it. Now remember, these people are from AD, PDP,
APC too.
AP, no, not
ACN.
AD, I mean AD, PDP, and I think NP,
Atiku was formerly in APC now. ACN. What are you trying
formerly,
to say?
I'm telling you, from 1999,
Okay, till date.
to date,
Okay.
AD,
Okay.
PDP, I think GNPP also, where Buhari belonged that time,
ANPP.
NPP,
CPC.
well, I think so. But all of them come together and form coalition against Jonathan, PDP, and BTP, and this new PDP, ACN to
And other, opposition parties.
And who is their father? Tulumbu. Bring them together. This Erufai that we are against Tulumbu now, the same Erufai work tooth and nail, day and night with the Tulumbu to bring Buhari in under APC. Amechi was PDP. He did everything in Rivers State to frustrate BTP and cling power to APC. Everybody rumor what donation Amechi donated to APC when he was a governor in Rivers State as PDP candidate. Now all of them have come back and see that Tulumbu, who is their godfather in coalition, is no more good, because Tulumbu refused their cabal less. Tulumbu, they don't have position. They fall out with Tulumbu government. This is their anger. Had they did not fall out with Tulumbu government. I'm telling you honestly, all of them say Tulumbu is good. I'm telling you honestly. Tell me the position El-Rufai hold in Tulumbu administration. The same APC. Tell me the position what do we hold. Tell me the position Atiku hold. Although Atiku run away, we know that one as a running presidential candidate. From pillar to post, from post to pillar. We know that one. It's obvious that you never rule Nigeria. To my own understanding, you never rule Nigeria, no matter what happened, because he lost his chance on 2019. He lost his chance.
Okay.
Now, okay, look at it.
Would they be making any difference, Mr. Kwaran?
They cannot make any difference. They cannot make any difference. Coalition, the first coalition we know in Nigeria that is very meaningful is APC coalition. Do APC deliver Nigeria? APC, are they delivering Nigeria now? And the same people that fail us in APC, the same people that want to form coalition again against APC, the house that divided, can it stand?
So what you are saying now is that the coalition is a failure.
It's a failure.
It's a failed one.
I'm not saying that Tulumbu government is good, but allow Tulumbu to stay. I'm still saying it. Maybe Tulumbu administration will open the eyes of Nigeria finally. We make Nigeria to reject money politics, to reject corrupt politics. Nigerian politics, although politics all over the world is corrupt, even in America, it's corrupt, even in Russia, it's corrupt. I first call it politics. Because politics, the word politics, what go to dictionary, what politics mean? Whatever you will do to defeat your enemy, whatever you do to people to believe in you, even if you're telling them lie, that's what the politics mean. So politics is corrupt, a thing of corruption. But let's allow Tulumbu to stay. By the ending of 80 years, Nigeria will decide to follow the real politics or to continue money politics and to corrupt politics. You understand?
All right.
Nigeria politics is corrupt. It's money politics.
All right.
Allow Tulumbu to stay. Maybe he is the one God will use to bring sanity in Nigeria governance.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kwaran.
Thank you.
I appreciate your contribution. All right, viewers all over the world, we appreciate your contribution this morning. Mr. Oji Olajide, I won't be able to take you this morning until Monday. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you too. Mr. Vincent, we appreciate your presence this morning. Also to Deze Chima and Nam, thank you for joining us today. Sound of Music, we also appreciate your presence. Muki Greats also joined us today. We say thank you to you. Natiana Labu, We appreciate you, Tunde Okafo, JJ. We also say thank you to you. Obinwa, many others. Gladys Oyabo, Wisdom Indidi, Nathaniel Abu, Omoba. We appreciate all of you, all of you. K. Odulaja, thank you. Amos, we say thank you to you too. Raf A. We appreciate you. All right, we'll be back here. Emmanuel Oguji, we appreciate you. Felix Udaya, thank you for joining us as well. All right, to all our esteemed viewers that will be watching the program after this live broadcast, we appreciate you, all of you too. Please share, subscribe, and like. We'll be back here on Monday by God's grace. Goodbye, everyone.